Wild on 7th is sponsored by Cub, and while hockey is a few weeks away, we're getting into game day season, and Cub has everything you need to fuel up for the season. Chips, dips, wings, brats, pre-made party trays, and Cub liquor store deals. Grab the ice for your drinks and your tailgates and your watch parties. That's Cub. We're also sponsored by Avo & Co., a brand new salad dressing that's 100% avocado oil made from real avocados. For far too long, salad dressing has been outkicking its coverage with salad. Not anymore. This is salad's soulmate because it's just as healthy and just as good for you and the world with a recyclable bottle. Stop eating seed oils and switch to Avo & Co., salad's new soulmate.
How about you?
Good transition. I'm good, and I'm good because I'm well hydrated. I've had good water all summer long. Actually, I did get my filters replaced on the Kinetico K5 reverse osmosis system, and it's been terrific. Turns out maybe I waited a little bit long. The pressure was down, so now it's been dynamite. I actually had them come out too, and they I had water problems, believe it or not. So if you have water problems, make sure you check out Aquarius Home Services. I'll send another photo. I have so much iron in my water that I had like a 1/2-inch pipe that was down to like, I don't even know, like a pea-size tube of water could fit through it. It's unbelievable. Really? Yeah. So they came over, cleaned all that out. Great customer service. Love them. Can't recommend them enough. They come over, they put their little booties on, they respect the house, they let you know they're coming, they send you a little piece of information on the technician that's coming over, all about them, your interest, all kinds of good small talk while they're doing the work. It's terrific. Aquarius Home Services. If you've got problem water, they've got the solution for you. Aquarius Home Services, earning the right to be recommended. AquariusHomeservices.com.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you. And our other friends at Wild Construction, I've got them coming out later this summer to paint some of the exterior of the house. The roof is in good shape. Gutters are in good shape. Windows are doing their job. But the sun has beat up on the house. It's fading absolutely everywhere, especially on the kind of the south-facing sides. So I'll have them over to paint it. They specialize in some storm damage and roof repair. So if you're in an area that has had some of that go on this year, make sure you give them a call. They've got the resources on their website, wildconstruction.com, and they'll let you know if there is an area, when the storm was. They'll get somebody out there up on the roof to check to make sure that you don't have any damage. But yeah, Wild Construction, check them out. They do a great job.
That was so good. You're a pro.
Hey, can I ask you something?
That was good on both ends because what has it been?
It's
probably
been a
2
while.
months, month and a half.
What do they say? Rust or rest? I guess it's rest. Rest is a weapon?
Rest is a weapon.
Yeah,
we're cap space.
We're sharp. We're in mid-season form here.
This is Wild on 7th, your favorite Wild podcast. Did you guys see this? This is unbelievable. What is that all about, Kinger?
Get in here for the real thing.
Like, let's get weird.
Maybe I blacked out trying to figure out what was going on.
Doubt, worry, fear, because that's what we're breaking the mold on here.
Welcome to Wild on 7th, presented by Pilot Games. We're here until it's here.
All right, well, we're here at a special location. This is Wild off 7th, a little variation from Wild on 7th. We're in a pretty cool setting here, the basement of General Manager Bill Guerin. I've got Kinger here. Billy, thanks for opening the house to us. This is awesome.
Yeah, no sweat. It's good to have you guys here, and thanks for the gifts.
Yes.
I mean, the honey, the Kringle, the deviled eggs, the King family cheese ball. Which I've already sampled and is amazing.
It's good. And
thank you guys. Yeah, no, it's great having you.
And we're doing a podcast at a poker table, which is a sign that we're going in the right direction in all of our lives, I would say.
Yes,
generally.
Absolutely.
Nice pad you have here, too. I've been in a lot of houses. The tour of this one was entertaining itself, from the helmets to the wood shop. Like, nice pad you got here.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. It's doing the trick. We are very happy here. We love the house. We love the area. It's been awesome.
How's the summer going?
It's going great. Going fast again. It's kind of crazy. We did a couple 2-week stints out east And then we took a trip to Scotland and England, where I played a little golf at like the old course in Carnoustie, and then we went to Wimbledon, which was a real cool experience. So we haven't spent as much time in Minnesota as we normally do, which I think is making it go really fast. But it's been a great summer.
How was the golf game over there?
It was good. It was good. Actually, I played better over there than I normally do here. I think it's because the greens are slower and they leave them a little shaggier. And I'm a terrible putter. And I don't know. I just played better.
Kara play with you?
She didn't play in the golf, but we had other friends that didn't play golf as well, and they did other stuff. And but yeah, we had a great time.
Well, we'll bring Lando into the party here. This is Lando. Tell us about Lando real quick, because this guy's awesome.
Hi, buddy.
This is a bear.
Hi. Hey, come here. Come here. Chill out.
That is a serious dog, right?
He's awesome. So Lando is a Bernese Mountain Dog, Great Pyrenees mix. I would say he's more like a Great Pyrenees because he's really protective, and anything he hears out back, like there's coyotes back there, or deer, or turkeys, or whatever, or just people walking, and he's like chomping at the bit to get out there. But he's very lovable. He's shedding like crazy.
A little bit.
And we gave him a bath yesterday, which is making it even more. But he's an awesome dog.
Yeah.
He really is.
He is protective, because when we rolled in, he had a bone, and he's like, who are these weirdos?
He's very lovable, too. You got to pet him, dude.
Yeah,
He'll let you know.
He hid that bone.
But see, he just nudged his arm. He's like, dude.
You're not done yet.
He demands pets like any good dog would.
He's a good boy.
Are you a tennis fan? Back to Wimbledon?
You know what? My parents played when I was growing up. I never played competitively, but messing around. But I remember watching Wimbledon all the time, like with McEnroe and Connors and Bjorn Borg and all those great players back in like the late 70s and 80s. And I don't know the players as much today, but I'm telling you, what an experience. If you ever get the opportunity, go. Like it's wild.
So what do you do? Is it like strawberries and cream and all that? Like
strawberries and
so
cream,
what?
yeah.
I've done U.S. Open in New York, which is awesome. Who did you see play, and when do you eat strawberries and cream? Like every day? It's just available.
It's just available. What we did learn though, all the strawberries come from Scotland.
Okay.
And they're amazing. But so no, you go and you get like a little to-go container, like from a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, yeah.
And they just strawberries and cream right in there.
Why wouldn't you?
Just like it's like you're going to get a hot dog.
I love it.
But it's amazing. And you get your Pimm's cup, and you dress pretty snazzy, and it was great. We saw all 4 finals matches.
Oh, so you saw
you were there for the real deal.
Yeah, we were there for the real deal. It was incredible.
What's the weather like? It's nice, right?
Yeah, we had unbelievable weather. Like it was hot. Like thank God our seats were in the shade, and that made a big difference. People that were in the sun were dying. Like it was, but it was. Yeah, like bucket list type deal, and it was special. It was really cool.
And did you say you were able to get to the East Coast and get your sandwiches from Wawa, or
Yeah. We got out to Jersey for a while and got our fix of Wawa and Italian food and pork roll, egg and cheese sandwiches.
The fact that you have the Bruce Springsteen box set on CD on your desk is like, and I think it's like Tony Soprano and then you as far as Jersey credibility. That's just, are you listening to those CDs?
But I love it.
It's strong. Yeah, that's a strong move.
I love New Jersey. It's a great state. Like there's everything to do. Like you've got the best beaches. You've got, like horse country out west. You live there. Like you're right close to the city. You got great restaurants, great golf courses. Atlantic City, you can gamble. You can gamble almost anywhere now. But yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I gotta ask you a question. Do you get on the lake here in Minnesota at all?
I do.
Yeah. Do you guys have a boat on the lake?
Unbelievable. Yeah, we.
Do you put the boat in?
Yeah, no. Well, a good buddy of mine is Paul Harris out at Haney Marine, and he's letting me use a boat for the summer, and it's like this incredible pontoon, and yeah, we just kind of walk down to the end of the block, jump on the boat, go through the canal. We're out on Minnetonka.
I
freaking love it.
We talked about this, I think, over the 4th of July. Like some of the most stressful times are when you're docking your boat.
Yep.
So I don't know what the responsibilities are on that pontoon boat. Like, are you driving? Is she driving?
I'm driving. I love driving. I love boats.
How's your skill level, though? I mean, do we have any spousal?
No, it's pretty good.
You don't turn on her when you make a mistake, and kind of, even though you're mad at yourself, get mad at her.
Oh no, I do that.
Some people do that. Some people do that.
Not necessarily with docking the boat, but everything else. Yeah, if it's my fault, I get mad at everyone else.
Yes, that's a good.
'Cause I know it, and I feel shame. No, I honestly. So, Paul's let me try out this boat. It's this amazing, like I said, this amazing Crest pontoon. It's awesome, and we get out there as often as we can. I used to think you guys from Minnesota were crazy, like because I grew up in the ocean, going to the ocean, and I didn't really get the whole lake thing, but it is real and it is really awesome, and I love it.
I'm getting mentally prepared because I've got to take my 11-year-old daughter and 4 of her friends out tubing on the lake this afternoon.
Oh no!
So I got to drop the boat in with them.
No,
haul them all around, take it out.
Ooh. And you got other other people's kids, and you got to figure out how are you giving them a ride, or is this an episode of Jackass?
Yes,
right. And it's not my kid. If I dislocate a shoulder, is that cool for my daughter? That's tough, dude.
I know. And the launch on my own.
We had a boat when we lived in Long Island. We tried the tubing and this and that. I just don't. It's a drag. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know what? I just want to go out and hang out.
That's
why
why
you're a good dad for doing it.
We'll see.
I was like, you know what? This is more work, and like I just want to go out and cruise around.
Yeah. That's why they make pontoons.
Yeah, that's what I
don't
like to
do anything.
Yes,
they do nothing.
Now they have like twin 300s on them.
Not when you got a 2006 Weir's pontoon with a 50 horse. The only thing you can do is get 200 yards away, stop, drink all day, and then drive back.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
That's exactly.
That's really it.
I just want to be on the water.
I don't even
I
have
don't
to
want
go
water
that fast.
sports. I don't want, no.
But I'll tell you what, like it's weird. It was weird for me getting used to jumping into fresh water with no salt, and like it was just weird. But I love it. It's great. Like going out on Minnetonka and other lakes, going up north. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Can I give you one tip for this Daughter Day? Something I've learned. The whole how the sausage gets made stuff, the putting it in, you need to find a way where you pick them up somewhere. You need to be alone when you do that. All the things where the bad stuff can happen, you need to have the girls meet you somewhere and you pick them up. So even with my family, I do that. Like I put all the stuff in the pontoon. I'll tell them, come down in like 45 minutes when the music's playing and I got my stuff set up. And like, I don't want anyone there when I'm carrying a cooler downstairs to the water.
Telling you that you're doing it wrong?
Or no, it's
just sweating,
just all of it. It's gross. No one needs to see that. So even putting the boat in, if you can pick them up on a dock, man, try that. That's your hot tip for the
Put the boat in on my own, beach it, and tell them to get dropped
That's
off.
right. Yeah. Just take that out of the equation, and then have them leave.
Drop
Your
them off
wife
after.
grabs them,
I think that's
and then you
great
got a
advice.
little time on your own. No one needs to know what happened, and you're good. Oh man, what do you want to start with, Karts? With the man himself, we got all kinds of things. Should I do? I'll do one. It's the 25th season for the Wild, and it feels different. Like it feels like a new dawn or a turning of the page. Do you feel that? Like it to me feels like I don't know. It's like the start of something different. I get that feeling as a fan. But maybe I'm just making that up in my head.
No, I think there are a lot of things that kind of are playing into it, and I think, 25th anniversary. I think we're coming out of this cap crunch that we've been in for 4 years. We're hopefully turning the corner, and I kind of see it the same way that you do. Like, I don't think about that every day, but when you mention it, and I think, yeah, it is kind of and hopefully we're turning the corner and on the upswing. And I think it's going to be a really good year celebrating the 25 years in Minnesota, which is great. Can't believe we ever left, but it's kind of just glad to be back in Minnesota.
25 is like a nice milestone because it felt like, now some of the other teams have had some success like Vegas or right out of the gates and everything, but there were no jerseys in the rafters. There wasn't the history. It's a new team. You've got to earn your stripes a little bit. But now it's 25 years. You look at it, quarter century, and you've got a jersey in the rafters, and now it's kind of like, all right, well, now let's get a little bit serious about, not that it hasn't been serious, but it feels like with the cap crunch coming off, you've got Kaprizov, it's 25 years. It's like, now it feels like go time.
Yes. Yeah. I feel the same way. And it's really time to, try to make our mark. And, there's been, to me, it's about one banner. I'm not, the jerseys in the rafters are great. All that stuff is great. To me, it's all about one banner. That's a Stanley Cup one. And, yeah, that's really all I think about and care about.
So how'd the summer go? Because it feels like it's go time. The cap crunch is off, and then at the same time, it felt like maybe you needed to be cautious this summer a little bit too. So I mean, was that you're a guy that likes to improve if you can?
It wasn't the summer everybody thought it was going to be. The not just the cap going up, but announcing the cap going up 3 years in a row really changed things. A lot of guys signed back with their teams. A lot of teams signed guys to contracts that maybe, I guess the best thing is to be cautious, because the last thing I want to do is get caught in bad contracts and overpay players for too long. And sometimes that can happen on July 1. So I don't think we really missed out on much, because a lot of guys signed back with their teams.
And those teams were able to spend more money maybe because they knew then that the cap was going up 3 years from now.
All of a sudden we weren't the only. Everybody had more money. Everybody has more cap space. So not that we were going to have the biggest advantage ever, but we were going to have, a bigger one than we had in the past, but it kind of wiped it out.
And cap space is still a weapon. You just didn't use it.
We just didn't use it yet. We haven't used it yet.
I love it.
I mean, you have to have patience too. Like, you can't just, you can do whatever you want if you're a GM and you get the owner's blessing, I guess. But for me, if we weren't getting the guys that we want, if the guys that we wanted weren't available, the type players, and I'm not going to go and try to make something up.
Yeah, plan C isn't plan A.
Oh, yeah, hey, we spent all the money. That doesn't mean you spent it well. That doesn't mean you're spending it smart. So, and I'm sure there are people out there that are like, well, they didn't spend it. Well, maybe we will. We're willing to. It's just you got to do it the right way.
And so what's the mentality there, like July 1? You want to get better. There's maybe some people that you think could make you better. They're no longer available. So you're like, now we got to sit still. And
yeah, what are you going to do?
And then maybe a couple months from now, somebody becomes available that could make us better.
Exactly. And that's where you have to be patient and see what materializes. And you can't make a free agent sign with you. If he's got other things that check his boxes, you can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if you throw all the money in the world at him, so is another team. They're throwing the same amount. And if he has, he wants different weather, he wants different conference, he wants closer to family.
Hot button one is taxes.
Yeah, taxes or whatever. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't force guys to take your deal. So what do? You have to take a step back and reassess and be patient.
I got to pivot to this one because I think it makes sense on timing. So you have the Kaprizov contract coming up. Any update on that? One. And two, like, how much does the cap going up or the new rules of the CBA change that negotiation? Because I think before we knew some of these rule changes, that contract was going to be, by your definition, complicated. And now and you'll have to give me an update somehow. He can get 8 years, 7, but now starting next year, that's going to be max 7, 6 kind of thing. You know what I mean? So those things all change on the fly like a couple of months ago.
Right.
I don't even know if that made sense fully, but right? Like,
No, I understand. I'm not really gonna. I'd rather not get too far into it.
But it's complicated for those reasons.
It's complicated. It's complicated, and these things take a long time. They don't just happen overnight. There's a lot going on for both sides, and it's very important for both sides. So you don't just rush through it just because you can. You take your time. You make sure in a perfect world, the player is happy, the team is happy, and we can move on in a partnership. And that's what we're trying to do.
When time is on your side, you use it. That's what our friend Lou Lamoriello said to me once.
Yep.
Time was on his side.
And I think,
Yes, exactly.
I think you've done a nice job of managing the narrative too, because there was this Christmas morning, July 1st thing. I don't even know who said that or if it was ever said, but there was this thing. You've been on KFan, you've been out there saying, hey, a lot of mistakes get made on this day. We're back in the game. Never been a better time to be a Wild fan. We kept some powder dry. You know, I'm a fan, right? So like with Kirill, to me, you know, there's term and everything. I just want this guy to be a part of our immediate future, you know, as a fan, whether that's 5 years, 8 years, 7 years, I don't really care as long as he's a piece, because he's the best player we've ever got to watch in the state. But now this year's team, very unique. Like, there's opportunity, right? Whether it's Yurov, Ogren, there's spaces to compete for. I think it's going to be really exciting, have a little youth injected in there. We see what happens with Tarasenko revitalizing his career, Sturm coming back home. So when you look at the team, what gets you excited? You feel that it feels different. It feels like there's spots for people to take something if they wanted. And in other years, it felt like that was harder, you know?
Yeah. I'm really excited about the mix that we have. You kind of touched on it with, you know, we've got the veterans, the Spurgeons, Folignos, you know, Hartman, Neck, Brodin, all these guys. You know what? But the injection of youth, Buium, Juracek, Ogren, Yurov, hopefully, like all these guys, like that creates excitement. That creates energy. Young guys are good for the old guys. Old guys are good for the young
Absolutely.
guys.
It's like a beer league team. Really.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we're a little better than a beer league team.
I think so.
But I love that mix. We've got a real good middle tier, even though they're not that old. You know, Boldy, Faber, guys like that. You know, Rossi. in that age group that have experience, but now they're kind of getting a little older. Wally's going to get a chance this year. All these things, I'm pretty excited about it.
Any update on Rossi or how things like?
Nope. We're working on it.
And then in net, there's
we are working on it. Everything's, like I said, it's just like Kirill. And with restricted free agents, it can be even more complicated because one side has rights, one side doesn't. Doesn't matter who it is. It's just that's the way it is. But we're working through it.
And in net, a little different without Flower. So it's Gus and Valstead, right? Like, and that's the plan going forward.
That's the plan going forward. And we'll, but Wally's got to push. He's got to start taking some more steps. I mean, he's been good, but he's got to be better. And he's got to keep working at it. Nothing's guaranteed, but he'll be there to start. And I believe in the kid. He's a hell of a talent. I don't think we did him any favors last year by kind of keeping him on the yo-yo, going up and down and this and that. And it'll be nice for him to know where he's going to be.
What did Gus teach you last year? Coming off a down year to having.
Well, I mean, he's turned into a real good pro. Like, what the mental side of the game, like especially for goalies, but if you can bounce back like that from an off year, and I didn't think he was terrible 2 years ago. He wasn't as good as he could have been, but he really bounced back and had a great year. That's a great sign of a guy who gets it and knows what he has to do to get his game back in order. So those are always things like that are always good signs of strong character.
Do you expect will Flower be around the team? I mean, he seems like such whether he's the minister of culture or whatever. I mean, just a legend and a calming force. And is there a way he somehow is involved in the staff?
Yeah, I mean, look he just finished a 22-year playing career. He needs to do some things that he's missed out on over that amount of time, like with his kids, with his wife, just for himself, like, enjoyment-wise, like go enjoy different things in life now for a little bit. But I always keep the door open for guys like him, and like Goligoski did the same thing. Like be around in camp, be around, and come to some home games, come to meetings if you want. Like I try to give them access so they can see what it's really like, and they can figure out what they want to do from there. And Flower's definitely one of those guys. The more he's around, the better.
This is a good time for the summer of social.
Yeah.
How was it? Because Flower just had a retirement party.
We can start with that one.
It was unbelievable.
We got to know about this. So we're doing summer of social. I bet you haven't seen most of this stuff, so this will be intriguing for you. We got to start with the Flower retirement party. I have so many questions. Mostly, I want to know. There's some Ferraris in this restaurant, or where are we? What's happening? Why are there Ferraris?
I don't want to give away too much.
They got ring girls. I think that's Marcus Foligno as a ring girl.
Yep, those are.
This looks like a 10 out of 10 party. Is it
was
as good as it looked?
It was better.
Okay, I think so.
Better. And that shot there is all guys from our 09 Penguins.
Yep,
team,
I figured it was a pit shot,
which was amazing. His wife V did an incredible job. It was just a great night, and I mean, celebrating a great guy and a great career, and we had a blast. They did a great job because he had a lot of Pittsburgh, a lot of Vegas, a lot of Minnesota. It was cool.
How fast did he become just a piece of the culture here too?
Really fast. I mean,
like you look at these photos, the whole team's there.
Yeah.
Oh,
you love it. How do you not love the guy? You love him.
Yeah.
And it was just, he's just, they're just good people, and they give a shit. They care about people. They care about the game. They care about a lot of things, and they're just good people.
Montreal, man. So this is in Montreal, right?
Yep.
This city looks just like.
Oh, we had so much fun.
It just looks like a spot to go, like wild road game, right? That's got to be
awesome.
up there.
Oh, you got to do it.
Let's just rip through these.
It's. And that was a special group, that 09 group. Those are the guys. I love it.
Liam Ogren maybe spent time with. That is not you. So I don't know what this young man did this summer, but
or what he didn't do.
It's serious. Zeev, I think, looks big on the beach. Looks like a guy who can, have 82 games coming at him. We got the Swedes working hard. How do you check in? I guess they're pros, right? You just let them do their thing. But when some of these guys come back and they've put on 15 like Rossi did last year, I mean, is that when you're a GM, are you like?
No, you don't just let them do their thing.
Okay, so tell me then. Tell me what he's doing.
Trust me, I don't personally know exactly what he's doing. He's obviously been working out
a little bit,
but no, like I said, you don't just let them do their thing and like, hey, go down, do a couple curls, couple sets of bench. No, we make sure that they're getting what they need. We're here to help, but there are expectations in our organization. When you come into training camp, if you're not in top shape, if you're not ready to be at peak performance, you will be exposed, and that's just not part of our culture. This stuff that's part of our culture. Maybe not the beach.
But he's
got the beach ball.
He
earned it before he threw that ball.
That's the thing too.
Zeev's looking
That's like
big.
Top Gun right there.
Yeah, but you want to make sure you're not just a beach bod. You got to be strong. You got to be functional. You have to be doing the right things, not just look good.
That's true.
Well, it looks like the boys are dialed in.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw this. So a fan built U.S. Bank Stadium out of Lego. And now I've been watching you. You got the carpentry going on. You can cook Italian.
This is my son.
But we need to build the Grand Casino Arena. No,
he could.
I mean, this
I'll
needs.
put him on that.
That
is cool.
I mean, that's no joke. This one. Did you watch the show Department Q on Netflix?
No.
Awesome. Well, I think Zuccarello was the star of it. This is a Serb. I mean, it's amazing. First of all, this guy is a complete badass in the show, and the whole time I'm watching it, I'd be yelling to my wife. I go, Zuccarello's on TV right now.
He thinks he's a badass,
and he's had a busy summer. This is relevant to you because I don't know if you knew about this.
Oh yeah, the products.
I've been trying to buy these products. So Matt Zuccarello, first of all, the white T-shirt, staring at the camera, stud. He's got a men's grooming line over in Norway. I can't find a way to get this stuff, but based on what you got going on, what I got going on, we need a little box of the Zuccarello coming through, don't we?
Yeah, he's pretty savvy business guy, so he probably wouldn't give it to us for free.
I don't think so. Think so. But it looks like an empire.
We should get it in the locker room, though.
Should.
Then we could steal it from the locker room if you.
Yeah,
put it
absolutely.
In the locker.
We could definitely do that.
Yeah, you get it down there with, and then the only other one I think you can give us input on this. So you got the long hair going right now.
Yeah,
Midzi, the shaved head, kind of zen. Is that a reset, or this guy's kind of a folk hero?
Mitzi?
Yeah, I mean he's on his motorcycle.
I don't know what he's doing,
but he shaved it down. Now was that a one-time shave and it's been growing back, or is he just keeping it on the one blade?
I do not keep up with Midzi's style or hair care direction or whatever. But
we'll ask him.
It's very hard for me to give Midzi compliments.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I like him.
Well, he's one of a kind for sure.
No, he is. He's the best.
It's a choice.
I love Jake Middleton. He's a great guy, and he can pull that off, and I guess he can. But
So that's the summer of social. That's what I saw happening generally.
And this is going soon, by the way.
Okay. The hair is?
What's the plan? You're going, what are we going to...
This has been since November, I think. So it's time. I think it's time.
So what are we thinking? Like it's going to go, like midsy go, or like
trim off the sides, back to the mullet,
stripes?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
13 on the side. No, regular.
I would love it.
Regular old haircut.
Hey, you signed. We got Jack Johnson on a PTO. Talk about him. I mean, obviously a American legend. I think he even went to Shattuck here in Minnesota. But what's he bring in terms of competitiveness in camp, and what did you see there with that move?
Yeah, I
obviously
I've been
him.
talking to his agent for a while about this because he's still looking for a place to play. I mean, nothing's set in stone. Jack's a great guy. We had him in Pittsburgh. Actually, we signed him the year I got this job, so I didn't really spend a lot of time with him in Pittsburgh, but I do know him. He's a hell of a teammate. He's willing to do anything, but he has to come in and perform. I know.
So is it a legit PTO or is it?
It's a legit PTO. Listen, Broads is a little banged up still. Jack provides, he's got a winning pedigree. He's been in the league a long time. He understands his role, and all those things just kind of make him a perfect guy for that. And he's going to come in good shape. He's going to provide leadership. He's going to be a good teammate. So those are. I normally don't do PTOs.
Yeah.
But we do need to put somebody on one. So he was good fit.
And that's not an indictment on the younger kids. It's just.
No, it's not. Listen, I want to give everybody a chance. I'd love to, do this and that. We have to protect the team. We have to make sure, if guys come in and don't play well, what do we do then? Just stick them in the lineup? No. We need to protect ourselves. And this is the way you do it sometimes.
When you think of, so last year, we always love when camp starts because you get a feeling of what the season feels like because we're in TRIA doing the podcast. And, last year it was brutal. I mean, it was a tough camp that Hines ran. We could feel it even from where we were sitting. And I know that you kind of sometimes have a theme and, kind of think of an idea to drive the team forward, something to shoot at. When does that take place? When do you, you're talking to Hines all the time, but how do you kind of set the tone for camp? And what do you expect it to be this year?
First of all, last year, it wasn't that hard. I think everybody I don't know why everybody thought it was that hard. That's not a hard camp. That's camp.
Yep.
That's what it should be. You are preparing for the season. If it's easy, if you're not dialing in, if you're not getting detailed, you will not be ready. So it's not a hard camp. It's just camp. And I expect it to be either that way or more this year. Messaging and things like that. John and I talk about different things. I come in with something one day, he'll come in with something another day. I read different things and he reads different things. You just get different ideas. And what's our message? What does our message to the team look like? What do we want it to say? How do we want to, get these guys out of the gate as quick as we can? And so we kind of casually talk about it more than set the meeting.
Yeah.
It's more fun that way.
I think it has real value. I would assume I do too.
He's got the photo on the wall over there. It's about winning.
There's a little
it matters.
That Phil Jackson stuff matters, man.
It does.
A new. It's like a season. What's the theme? What's the how do we remember this year being different than the last one? I think that.
Well, how are we?
The software matters too.
How are we going to set it up?
Yep.
So that it can be different.
Yeah.
And what's going to make it different? What are we going to do? What are we going to do differently? In addition to, what are we going to think about every day? What's really going to make this thing get better and allow us to advance?
I've been seeing some language, recent interviews.
I love the pinky ring, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Godfather.
I got a good voting story. I was changing my battery, and I was using a socket wrench, and the pinky ring touched the red. I almost died by pinky ring electrocution. Ooh. Yeah, it was not good. It did not feel good. It's actually burnt. See that? It burnt the gold and
biggest scar he's
at least
got.
You know it's real.
But I want to just go back to
gold doesn't burn.
the one banner, that matters. And there's been language like delivering a contender, delivering a championship to Minnesota. And we know you've been here now. You were just saying about 5 years. And I mean, we are starving for it, and it is going to be electric. So what would that mean to kind of, be the team that breaks through in this state, the state of hockey, and come through? I mean, that's all that matters, right? You either won the cup or you didn't.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's all that matters. It's for any of us. Like, what's your legacy? What are you leaving behind? Are you leaving behind, goals, assists, points? Or are you leaving behind a couple good trades, or you leaving behind a championship?
And you had a line, it was a little thing you said about that photo book from 2009. I think you said that's running back into the fire stuff, like The Outsiders or something, like running into the fire. I mean, can you talk about that? What does it take? 4 rounds, 16 W's. You're saying to get those titles that you have on your legacy personally, it's a whole different level.
It is. Yeah, you have to get to a different place mentally, because physically it's going to be an absolute grind. By the end of it, you're emaciated. You're just done. But mentally, you have to be able to grind through a lot of, tough physical things, tough mental things, tough emotional things. It's a roller coaster. It's just hard. I mean, you have to find a way to get there. And, I look at that picture with the group of guys from 2009, and, I just remember those. I remember those times. I remember those, all the series, grinding it out against, against Philly, against Washington, against Carolina, and then starting the finals down 2-0 against Detroit. How do you get out of that? Like, you gotta, it just takes a lot. And, I saw more signs of that last year in the playoffs against Vegas than I had in years before. It's unfortunate we didn't get it done, but that's what we need to get to.
So I think you know what you're going to get from the vets, and they have experience. What do you need to see, or what do you think is coming for that middle tier guys that you talked about? So it's Boldy, Faber, Rossi. I think you put Gus in there too. Like, what's the next step for those guys coming off good years? Like, what's the next step?
Yeah, we need even better. We need more.
And what does that look like for a guy like Boldy? I think at the end of last year, you saw him mentally, like, believe in himself, like maybe we hadn't seen before.
Yep.
And now is that 82, or is it there's still more in there?
Yeah, there's more in there. I mean, I thought him and Kirill were, obviously they're our best players in the playoffs. They were awesome. We need it more. We need more. We need it more consistently. You know what? I do see guys like that taking big steps in their place on the team, leadership-wise and responsibility-wise. You know what? I mean, there are certain things like our special teams. Like our power play's got to be better. Well, Bolds and Kirill both have a huge responsibility in that, and that needs to be better. And that's on them. Like they need to be better. If we want our power play to be a bigger factor for us, it's for the guys that are on the ice. That's their responsibility. Penalty kills, same thing. You know what? Like with Fabes, you know what? Guys like Fabes, Midzi, Spurge, you know what? We want a better penalty kill? Well, you guys are the ones out there. We need better. We need more. You know, Broads, Eki, everybody. We need more. And you know what? They play their asses off. They play hard. I love them all. But we need more.
And is the scope internal on terms of being better and the pressure you put on yourself and stuff like that too? And is it hard not to be distracted? I think if you look throughout the Central, it looks like everybody else got better too, right? So, I mean, Colorado seems to have gotten better. St. Louis is on the rise, and you can go down the list with the Central stuff too. Like
the whole league's good. Everybody gets better I like to worry about our team. Like I don't really love to. Oh, shoot. You know what? They got those guys. It was like last year with Nashville. Everybody's like, oh, Nashville wins the day. And they did. But you got to play the games. Mm-hmm. You know what? Nashville's going to come back. They are going to be better this year. But it's about us. It's about what are we going to do? You know, that's just the way I think. You know what? Like, Anaheim's better. Anaheim had a jump for like 22 points or whatever from 2 years ago to last year. What are they going to do this year? I mean, they're stacked. They're loaded with young talent.
Right.
You know, San Jose's got Celebrini. You know, they're everybody's good. So it really only matters what we do.
I want to pivot because I find these intriguing a little bit. The rule change is coming up in a year or two, 84 games. You have an initial thought on that?
It's good.
You like it?
I do. Because preseason games suck.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, hey, look, you know what? The preseason's like, oh, okay, we can get this young guy in or this guy in a game or this and that. It's just, we don't need them. The guys are in good shape. They come in good shape. They're ready to go. I think giving the fans 2 extra games too, and yeah, I think 6 is it just got to be too many.
And that's the thought process behind it. I initially didn't like because I like 82. You know, it's the same. And yeah, it's what it is. But
I played when
now,
we had 84.
It'll disrupt the integrity of all the records.
I didn't know that. Yeah, back in the 90s. We had 84 for a couple of years.
Yeah.
You were with the records too, like the being able to tell. Was that part of what you didn't like?
Yeah, exactly. But it's not going to affect, I think, career long records that much. Like 2 more games a season over. Like that's not that.
No, what affects
is your single season potentially.
Yeah. I think it's. I don't think it's going to affect anything really, to be honest with you. What affects records and things like that, wins and losses, goals, overtime goals, all that stuff is 3-on-3 overtime.
Yeah.
No red line.
Yeah.
Things like that. The amount of games I don't think will do much. My opinion.
You see it in other sports now too. I think it opens this question a little bit, like load management. You know, is that something that in hockey that's coming, do you think?
I hope not.
I mean, but you look at some of the injuries from last year, the guys that log a lot of your minutes. You know, like, is there something to strategically, like, giving a guy a night when he needs one?
I guess in a perfect world, yeah, but I don't. No. I don't buy it. You know, you look at basketball. Basketball does it. Give me a break.
Yeah.
You can't get out there and play tonight because you're tired?
They're not even tired. It's
you know
load
what?
management.
Seriously. Paying you $50 million a year, you can't go out and play because you're tired or you're banged up? That.
Yeah, there's a couple good rules.
What are the other ones?
Sorry about the F-bombs.
No, you're good.
We're at a poker.
Salary cap enforced in postseason, so you can't be above whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's going to affect things.
It's good.
Yeah. I think another one is dress code.
Stupid.
Yeah, no dress code.
You don't like the dress code rule?
No.
You like the suit and tie?
Yes, I do.
I kind of do too. It's simple. It's
Because you know what? You're going to work, and it keeps. It's one thing that our league had special, I think.
there's a
Guys all look real good. They look together. They're going to work. They're professional. Who the hell knows what we're going to get now? You look at the other leagues. They look like they're going to the movies.
Well, it does help them individually market themselves. It probably doesn't help the whole
don't
game
care about
market
that.
itself. Yeah, I don't either.
No.
You know, but it's
You
interesting.
can see which ones I like and don't like.
Yeah.
Ones that make me mad. I don't like it at all. I think it's kind of a hokey thing. Like it's, no dress code. Let them express themselves and this and that. Well, they do that in suits and ties, anyways. I think it gets to be a runaway train.
So my last thought on this one is a lot of like when you're playing in the NHL, coaches, management, their job is to take decisions off a player's plate so they can focus kind of on just playing the game and being the best that they can be, right? And you think of school uniforms. That took wearing a suit. That took a decision out of their day. You know, and it seems minuscule, but added up over time. Like those things matter. Like you go to school in a uniform, you don't have to worry about what somebody says you're wearing or the distraction or this media outlet posting this person's outfit. Yeah, exactly. Like there's just more stuff that they're gonna have to think about. And I like the old simplicity of it. You take a decision out of it for them.
Yeah. There were a couple teams that did it a few years ago. One team, from what I heard, player driven, went back to suits. The other team didn't. They just looked like I'm sorry. They did. That's my opinion. That's just the way I feel.
The other big ones were the contract ones go from 8-year max to 7-year max, and then
That's good.
Yeah, then 7 to 6. So that's intriguing. I think there's another one like no double retention for paper transactions. So you would be able to elaborate on that. That affects
that's
you.
fine, where you can't find like brokers and just
Right.
Yeah. And do it, kind of rinse it twice.
Right, exactly. Cut it in half.
Fine.
Cut it in half. Cut it in half.
Yeah. Those are all good, because what it does, it makes you think a little bit more about if you sign a bad contract, there's more of a chance you're stuck with it now.
Yeah, you'll get punished if you sign a bad one.
Yeah, and you won't be able to kind of run it through twice and get a $9 million player at $4 million.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And then the other one that I think will be interesting to my eye a little bit is that they're going to have neck protection mandatory for the young players, so the new guys that come in. So, like right now, there's like 3 dudes that don't wear a visor. That's because like in 2014, they said every new player has to wear the visor. Now that's going to be the case with the neck guard. Everybody's going to have to one. It's good for health.
I think it's good.
It's going to be weird adjusting to the look of the game having.
Yeah, that. So are helmets.
Yeah, and so is a visor.
Yeah,
you get used to it.
I fought not the helmet, but the shield I could have never worn. But now everybody wears it. It's just becomes part of your equipment. So whatever we can do to keep the guys healthy.
Are they wearing a guard on a strap, or is it one of those shirts?
I think it's like a shirt.
They're going to develop new stuff.
Yeah.
They're going to develop new things that guys are going to be comfortable wearing, and it's going to be that. All right, I'm going to put this out there. Proposition. I want to rent some space on your desk. Is this okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I made this up. You might appreciate this because I did this in my my garage last night.
So you made these.
I made that, and you'll see how this comes together in a second, because we want, if something significant happens where we'll need a pen, we would like the pen.
Thank you for doing this.
And I would like to just maybe rent space on your desk someplace.
Yeah. If somebody were to sign something,
if you were to sign something
valuable,
that would just sit on your desk, right?
And you needed a pen.
Yeah.
And then maybe you would give that pen back to a podcast.
And then that pen could, be on our desk.
That
someday.
someone would maybe in their chair in their house with their blanket just hold the pen sometimes when they're watching games.
This pen is.
Is there ink in it? If there better be ink
I
in
haven't
it.
tested it.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? It's about to get done and then it's like, dang it.
Okay. What do you want me?
We want a certain contract to be signed with that specific pen.
Oh,
And we would like
Yeah.
that pen as memorabilia for our podcast.
Should we get to that point?
Should it happen? And we just want to rent space on your desk.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, that would be great.
That's all we ask.
See what I can do.
But what do you think of this craftsmanship?
I love it. It's amazing.
So you went out and what did you do? A hole punch? Is this a cigar?
hole
A
punch.
cigar puncher? What did you do here? I think you can do better than that.
No, why?
How did you cut it?
It's the authenticity of it.
Yeah.
You drill the hole in it.
Yeah, drill the hole in it at an angle. It was actually a little tough, but not
That
that
is
hard.
outstanding.
Look at that.
That's
I
in
got to
here.
get those girls on the tube, so I'm on.
You got to go.
Yeah.
You've got to go.
Turns out I got to make an extra stop now
that-
too, because
get
got
that
to
boat
get
in the
that
water
boat in the
by
water.
yourself.
Yeah, you got to get them some ice cream. Get them on the
You guys stay
beach
here.
with some ice cream.
You'll be happy.
I'm going to go have some deviled
I'm gonna go
eggs,
sweat and swear.
cheese ball, and
I'm bringing some
cheese
stuff in my
and-
car
and
too.
Kringle.
And you got your pen if anything happens in the
anything
near
happens.
future. It'd be nice.
Test this thing out.
Yeah, I hope it works.
All right. Thanks, Billy.
We're here.
Till
Thanks,
next
you guys.